No, 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 no. Okay. 35 all out. Yeah, I suck at this game, man. I'm done with it. Bye. One of the worst things about this year is the lack of sporting action, especially when it comes to cricket. Team India hasn't played a single match in months and IPL hasn't even started yet. But if you're feeling all melancholy, well, there's a new smartphone game for you, the World Cricket Championship 3 or simply WCC 3. The game is still in its early access phase, so some features are disabled, but how good is it? And should you try it out? Well, I've played the game for the last 1 week so that you don't have to, and here's my review of it. My name is Shubham Raheja, you're watching Gadgets 360. Subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you know exactly when we put out a new video. So, first things first, WCC 3 carries forward a lot of elements from WCC 2, like a really long UI full of game modes. Sadly, most of these game modes require you to pay to unlock them, meaning this is a freemium game. And that, my friends, makes it super annoying at times. For instance, I want to play NPL, but it costs 600 bucks to enter. Like many other freemium games, you have two currencies. I'm going to call them gold and platinum for simplicity. Platinum, the less abundant currency, is required to unlock game modes, while gold is required to start a match in free mode. You can earn gold by simply watching video ads. The entire game is sprinkled with ads, by the way, and I'm pretty sure you're used to that if you play any cricket game on Android. To get platinum, you need to complete missions of the day. Do a bit of math and you get a daily total of 10 coins. If you aren't in a mood to pay up to unlock game modes, ideally you will be required to complete all missions every day for 50 consecutive days to unlock the all new career mode. What? And the free mode is just... okay, you have one squad that applies to every team. Meaning it doesn't matter whether you're playing for India or West Indies or England, all teams have the same players. However, you can upgrade the players from a gully cricketer level to an international one. But I think the whole fun of playing such sports games is to have some variety, right? However, we did like the career mode. In this, you are the protagonist of the game, much like Be a Pro in FIFA. You can customize your player here and give it a role in the team, which cannot be changed once you start your career. And even though you pay 250 bucks to start the career mode, several things are limited. For instance, the number of matches you can play in a go is limited by how much energy you have. There's only one player profile, so you can't share your phone with a family member to play different career profiles. The career in itself is pretty elaborate. There are a total of 25 tournaments in the WCC League and 6 in International. You start with the India Regional Blitz tournament and work your way up from there to be on the international level. Here too, you're supposed to complete missions to receive gear, which are basically gloves, grips and shoes. They give you good boosts in the initial stages of the game. But the number of gear slots open to you is restricted to 5, with another 5 unlockable after paying a bit more cash. One thing to note here is that when you get trophies in career matches, you receive stars, and they add up to give you platinum in return. Coming to the gameplay, they have included a new controller scheme called Swipe Control apart from the good old hit button and pull and release. You are now in better control of things, be it shot selection or even fielding. Batting controls are a bit familiar. You can swipe in the general direction you want to be hitting the ball. You have a button for toggling the loft on or off, and on the right, you have a power slider. Bowling controls are completely changed and are a bit more nuanced. You have two boxes now, one on the left to select the length of your delivery and one on the right to select the spin or swing. I personally like this setup, especially for bowling, because now you can precisely choose where the ball will swing or spin. You also have control over fielding now. You now have to wait a bit and tap on the precise moment to throw the ball back to the keeper, and your timing decides how well the throw will be executed. Except that I still suck at the game and the AI thrashes the crap out of me every single time I play the game. I think that one's on me. Graphics are slightly better than WCC2. Overall rendering quality looks much better, be it players or the stadiums themselves. Speaking of stadiums, you have quite a few to choose from this time, almost 40 of them. Barring 3, you will have to spend coins to unlock the rest, but I wouldn't complain about this because this is still cheaper than WCC2. The commentary has been given by Matthew Hayden and Akash Chopra, and it is pretty engaging for a smartphone. It's a bit repetitive, but I don't think it's a deal breaker.
Couldn't have added more grace to it if he tried. Wonderful boundary.
And finally, the gameplay becomes more realistic because just like a real match on TV, you will have ads after every over here too. I'm just joking. The ads are really terrible, just annoying. To sum it up, and this may actually surprise you, I actually kind of like the game. It's mainly because of the controls and also because I was losing and there was that whole challenge of beating the AI every single time I play the game. However, there is that freemium model that you need to be aware of before you try out the game so that you don't feel disappointed. That's it from my side. For all tech related news, log on to gadgets360.com.